Welcome to Thursday's show, and thank you for being a part of it. If you liked the weather today, hang on for another one tomorrow. I, however, have the duty to, at this time, talk about a 180 in the weather department. I was pretty excited last night to talk about the timing in relation to Saturday's big weather change and the Sagersville Hometown Christmas Parade and Celebration, and tonight I am not. And I think everyone is watching that in hopes that they will not have to change this again, but well, you'll see what I'm talking about when we get there in just a few moments. A lot of news to cover tonight. First and foremost, it is Thursday, as I before mentioned. It's also December the 7th. National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. December the 7th, 1941, the surprise attack on the Pearl Harbor Naval Base in Hawaii that officially threw the United States into World War II. 2,403 service men and women and civilians died. Almost 1,200 people injured in the attack. 2 U.S. Navy battleships, the USS Utah and this one, the USS Arizona, were permanently sunk. The Arizona, forever the watery grave of one Magoffin County U.S. Navyman, Seaman William Byron Whitt, whose body was forever entombed among other soldiers, as well as the 2 battleships, 188 aircraft confirmed to have been destroyed on this day in 1941. In headlines tonight, a little less than 24 hours ago, the W.R. Castle Fire Department responded to a structure fire at a small business that sits just off of Route 40 in the Staffordsville area. A building and structure and contents that were pretty much a total loss. An automotive detail and repair shop that sits just at or near, I should say, the entrance to Cross Creek last night was the scene of this fire. Shortly after 8 o'clock, the structure fire on Route 40 summoned the W.R. Castle Fire Department. Engine 3 arrived shortly thereafter and found a still working fire in the business. Firefighters were able to make entry and extinguish the fire, and bottom line is no one was hurt. In all, engines 1, 3, Tanker 1, Rescue 1, and Oil Springs Tankers 1 and 2 responded with a total of 16 firemen to help battle the blaze, which was cleared about an hour later. No word on the cause of the fire at this time. I can't exactly tell you what happened to the ride-along that I've been waiting on, so to speak, to get a preview of the new Ivy Point Hill project, but they've been working very hard, I can tell you that, and stepped up their pace in an effort to get to open up that new thoroughfare before the asphalt plants close. When this project started, it was set to be finished next spring early. However, they now are going to be able to put through traffic onto the new section in just a few days. That will be after another closure, however, of the Ivy Point next week. So tonight we'll take a little fly along, if you will. We'll start, however, with a ground level view on the Route 30 side of the Ivy Point Hill, and it's pretty easy to see the new route that will be taken. I'm actually sitting here with this camera off to the left side where that new dense base has been laid, which will, of course, be a portion of the roadway and or shoulder very, very soon. That's where the traffic will start to veer more to the left and then continue up and through the cut and then, of course, out on the other side. The other side, the Sagersville side, which is starting to take shape. You can see as I slow the video down here, it looks as though, based on the fact that the cut to the left has been made there, and then they've got the finished topsoil there past it, that will be as far as the road will be going down the Ivy Point, and that's where it will connect to the lower or existing portion going on down into Sagersville. As for what it looks like, about 275 to 300 feet at times from the air. This, again, from the Sayersville side, you can see the Y that is there. That will allow people to get over to, for example, Candy Cane Lane and the Gardner Farm, which will only be accessible from this side. You will have to come all the way up to this point if you're coming from the Route 30 side, and then take that right of that Y, and then go back towards the Gardner Farm, and of course the residents that's there. You can see here the existing track, as we'll just follow someone there anonymously along, and how when we make full circle it compares to the new and what appears to be shorter distance cutting through the hill, as they have been doing now for a number of months, moving thousands and thousands and thousands of yards of earth along the way. This new road, whose shape is dictated by the shape of the earth, as I understand, will still have some significant curvature. It will have some slope to it as well, but it will be a much smoother and albeit safer route through this portion of Sayersville and Magoffin County. 3,700 estimated cars, not people, vehicles travel this road each and every day. And in an effort to make this all happen, they'll be making the switch next week. And as such, the Ivy Point will be closed entirely early next week, starting Monday. No traffic at all, as they are going to switch the alignment over from the old to the new route. They expect and plan on opening the new route on Thursday. This will be the route in permanent form. However, it will be on a rough or base asphalt surface, if you will, until they can get a final or finished surface of asphalt on it early next spring. So closed Monday until Thursday, when we expect to see it opened for good. I took a little time out of the morning and afternoon to spend with some neighbors just across the way who've got a big Christmas event planned for this Saturday. Wait till you see the gifts for the kids. And I learned a lot. As close as they are in proximity, I learned how they have been growing not just their Christmas event, but their service to the community by and at large, and how over 30 years or so, some folks who first came to Eastern Kentucky and just kind of were drew to this area and trying to support our friends and families kind of took roots here. I will take you to the East Kentucky Missions Thrift Shop and Trinity Revival Center and a trailer full of presents they have to give out this Saturday in just a moment. Stay tuned.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Shopping this holiday season just got easier and safer at Sayersville National Bank with Apple Pay and Google Pay available on your Sayersville National Bank debit card. So you can shop and pay from your phone or device wherever you are and have more time to do those special things this Christmas. And when you need more than online and digital banking services, both locations are here for you. The main bank, Monday through Friday, 9 until 3, lobby and drive-through, and the branch bank open Monday from 9 until 5 and Saturdays 9 until noon. Merry Christmas from Sayersville National Bank. It's one of Santa's favorite places to stop because he knows he can get something for everyone at the seasonal shop. From cute and cool festive tees and sweatshirts, and gifts for all, from your favorites like Brewmate, like the Candleberry Company collection, sweet treats and the neat cups and mugs that they stay cozy in until they're gone, and with decorations that cover everything from cute to exquisite gingerbread houses, the willow tree signatures, the trees, the place setting, the personalized ornaments. And the 25 Days of Christmas is happening now every day until Christmas. Another brand or collection is 25% off. Look for the daily announcements on their Facebook page and look for great sales and a wonderful Christmas season at the Seasonal Shop. We'll take a look at hundreds and literally over 1,000 and counting gifts that are set to be given out to kids here this weekend in Sagersville in just a few moments. Right now, let's go on over to tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar. Some updates there, including Candy Cane Lane in regards to the before-mentioned announcement in response to the Ivy Point closing again next week. Well, that will, of course, mean that Candy Cane Lane is going to pause operations. Lights are likely to still be on, but you're not going to be able to get to them next week. So essentially, doing my calculation here, if they're going to open the road back up on Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Candy Cane Lane will be paused until they get the new route open. So just a short few days. I know a lot of folks who have been going every chance they get. It's not something you can just necessarily go and enjoy one time, but very often through the Christmas and holiday season. We're very thankful for that and thankful to Ben Gardner and the family for doing that. But they just wanted me to remind everyone Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, they'll have to, of course, pause until we can get back to them. Trinity Revival Center, New Beginning Church, has got gifts for kids Saturday 10 till 2. I had this in the calendar last night, and that's the story that I'm coming up with in just a few moments. So I'll have more on that in a few moments. And that's the last of calendar announcements, I do believe. So before we get back to some other news and information, we'll go to tonight's funeral services brought to you by the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Service is now being set for this Saturday at 1 for 82-year-old Nedith May Helton Adams of Sagersville, who passed away yesterday, the daughter of the late Goldie Mann Helton and Clyde Helton. She survived by her kids, Eddie Jean Adams, Kathy Green, and Glistina Gullett, 7 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren, also by sister Glistina Prater and brothers Jimmy and Billy and Jerry and Denzel Helton. She was preceded in death by her husband, Edro Dean Adams. Again, services start Saturday at 1 o'clock from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will be tomorrow night from 5 until 6, with family welcoming friends thereafter, 6 till 9.
Platinum Award-winning singer-songwriter Chris Janson is coming to the MAC, and he'll be playing hits such as Buy Me a Boat.
But it can buy me a boat. It can buy me a truck to pull.
Fix a Drink.
But I can fix a drink.
And one of his most recent hits, Good Vibes.
I'm getting them good vibes. I'm living this good life.
Get your tickets now. Call 1-888-MAC-ARTS, stop by the People's Bank box office, or visit macarts.com.
I got me a full cup.
There where every day starts, it's made and it ends. From hitting the floor to hitting the road and back, your feet carry the day's duties. And if you're hurting from what might be a work or sports or stress-related fracture you don't even know about, diabetic, or that all too often heel pain that just won't go away, or any type of pain or discomfort or in need of wound care, come to where they care.
Put your best foot forward and come visit our podiatry team. We care about our patients and their feet.
That's Dr. Cheney and her team at Hope Family Podiatry Center next to Hope Family Pediatrics on the Mountain Park. Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Appalachian Wireless has extended this sale through Christmas Eve. Save up to $850 off select devices. They're going to tech the halls with the latest and greatest devices with no activation fee and up to $850 off. Hop in your sleigh and go to your favorite Appalachian Wireless location or visit AppalachianWireless.com for complete details on getting up to $850 off the latest and greatest devices. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. Terms and conditions apply. See AppalachianWireless.com for complete details.
It's that time of year. It's going to happen. And it's going to happen again and again. The question is, have you even checked your tires lately? Don't find out the hard way. Whether it's just a coating or as intense as this, be prepared, be ready, be safe, and save with December deals like $200 off of Goodyear's and other special offers with 6 months no-interest financing at Conley Tire in Staffordsville and ConleyTire.net. Before I get back to our last top local report, a couple of things I meant to preempt the calendar with and almost forgot. Sayersville First Baptist Church is the scene for next Monday's, this coming Monday's blood drive. The Kentucky Blood Center will be there. You'll get this really cool t-shirt. One of the coolest they've had in a long time. They always have really nice t-shirts. But if you donate, you get a t-shirt. Monday to 5, you can call that 800 number or go to kybloodcenter.org to register. We're scheduling an appointment, but they love walk-ins as well. And remember, the 16th, Saturday the 16th, not this Saturday, but the next, Christmas is coming back to the farm over by Creekside Stitching and Feed. And that's where they're going to be there with everyone in the farm and a lot of toys for all the kids donated by the fire department, Santa and Mrs. Claus, the Grinch, all the farm animals, some reindeer food to give to kids, and just a great time for all kids and families in McGoffin County all day long, 2 to 8. Creekside Stitching and more. That's going to be Saturday the 16th. This is the first of a couple of stories we're working on. I'm going back across the street with Heather tomorrow to sit down with a man who over 30 years ago or so loaded up his station wagon. He and his wife filled it full of groceries and headed to eastern Kentucky. Keep in mind they live 6 hours away in another part of the state. And they ended up stopping in, among other places, here in McGoffin County. And they, with those groceries, going to families who may have been in a little bit of a bind or need at the time, well, saw that need, recognized it, and wanted to help. And over those years, East Kentucky Missions and the Thrift Shop and the Trinity Revival Center have been doing just that. And during the holidays, they, again this year, with a lot of help, are giving out gifts this weekend, this Saturday. A trailer full of gifts rolling into town today, with a lot of smiles, a lot of happiness, and a lot of joy to be spread. And they're looking forward to seeing as many kids and families as possible. A Christmas event that has quietly grown into something huge. So there's a lot of cogs in this wheel that makes this happen. We'll talk about Gene Stevens, who along with his wife started this whole thing all those years ago. But today, I had some other folks to talk to. That being Charles Smith. He's a pastor with the McGrew Memorial General Baptist Church in more towards the western part of the state, as well as Mr. Charles Cole. Many know him as Tucker. He and his wife Rita, they actually started going to church here at this location back around 97. They've been volunteers ever since, and they've seen this grow step by step since then to where it is today. And that's over 1,500 gifts wrapped and gathered and brought and carefully handled by our McGoffin County FFA students who have been donating their time for the past 4 or 5 years to help unload all of these gifts and get them ready for the big event this Saturday.
Gene Stevens, the founder and president of it, He's been doing this for over 30 years for East Kentucky Mission. It started with Gene bringing Christmas gifts up each and every year to East Kentucky to help the children.
I've been bringing Christmas shoe boxes for about 10 years, and I'm from Grayson County, Kentucky, down in Litchfield. And we usually bring about 2,000 boxes a year. They come from churches all over the state of Kentucky and even some from out of state. People donate every year.
Shoebox Christmas gifts, each with a Bible, all set to delight a lot of kids this Saturday here in Sayersville. That is 10 till 2 Saturday morning.
They've been giving the shoebox Christmas presents out every year of the first Saturday in December here at the Revival Center. But there's other churches that we take shoe boxes to. Even we take some to Martin And this year, Brother Gene's going to where they had the flood back in the spring with about 400 boxes for that area. It's Christmas. It's always fun. And we're blessed and have an opportunity to do it.
Spreading a lot of joy this weekend in Salyersville. I wish I could say I was spreading a lot of joy in your forecast. I am tomorrow, another one like today, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, breezy and in the low 60s and sunny skies and a really nice prelude to Saturday. And again, we've seen a 180 in the past 24 hours, and not happy about it. I'm going to hold on until tomorrow to check with organizers, and we'll get a better handle on the forecast. So tune in tomorrow night. We'll have the latest on the plans for the Salyersville Hometown Christmas Parade and celebration, because the weather is just not looking favorable again. But please stay tuned tomorrow, and we'll see what they're going to say, if anything. Tonight, 30 degrees, southwesterly winds 7 to 16. Clouds are going to be on the increase tomorrow. Like I said, sunny and 61. Southwesterly winds again up to 16, 17 miles per hour around about. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, a low of 42. Pretty nice and mild. Still breezy tomorrow night. Shower chances tomorrow night are really none. We don't see those until Saturday morning. And like anytime after 5 a.m. or so Saturday morning, we'll see 10, 20%. We'll see 50%. By midday or so. Winds will be up to 25 miles per hour throughout the day. Shower and thunderstorm chances, well, showers certainly at 100% for tomorrow night. There's no question we're going to see some. It's when and how much. Right now, they're looking to be on the heavy side in totality. We're talking about Saturday during the day, maybe a tenth of an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch Saturday night. And it's all about the timing. We'll just have to wait and see. Sunday, as you saw, continued showers, maybe thunderstorms, 53 degrees, and then that cold front drops the hammer Monday, 39, 26, mostly sunny. We have some flurries possibly flying early Monday morning. Tuesday, 47 and 30. Sunny and clear and nice for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I wish I could say with an absolute certainty that was the trend Friday, Saturday of next weekend, giving us at least an option, but I wouldn't go on that limb right now considering the cancellation of the parade last week and the potential, at least for it this time. So we'll just leave it at that for now, saying that there is some nice, albeit cooler weather in store after the cold front leaves us with a not-so-nice weekend starting on Monday. But we will, again, readdress the whole thing tomorrow night, talk more about it then. I'm out of time. Thank you all for watching. See you tomorrow.